Gentlemen, welcome back. Today is day 146 of my semen retention streak. I think that's the number. I have to go check the last video that I uploaded yesterday. It should be day 146 today. Still going, still crushing this, guys. If you're on the semen retention journey and you want to learn about my experience and everything that I'm learning firsthand, being on a mega long streak right now, follow along. Subscribe, drop me a comment. Where are you guys at on your SR streaks? Have any of you gotten this far? And have you had any crazy experiences? Because I know I'm having my fair share. But my question in this video for you guys is this. Has it occurred to you yet that semen retention is really, guys, it's the only way for you to truly win in today's modern world as a man, in my opinion. Do you realize how many things are stacked against you as a man today? Like, have you really thought about this, like the magnitude of it, guys? I think we sometimes just forget and we go through the world and it's like, well, things are the way they are. No, I don't believe that. I genuinely do think a lot of this world is created and manufactured to specifically wear down men. And I'm just men, wear down everybody, right? If there were ever a time, guys, where you need more energy, more life force to combat external issues, even internal, but mostly external, it's now. You could look at any aspect of society today, guys. We could take food, look at what they're doing to all the food, the pesticides, the GMOs, the processed food that we considered food that is not food, the fast foods, the chemicals everywhere, the chemicals in all the products, the toxins, guys, that are literally just bombarding us. That's for everybody, right? Women get to experience that stuff too. But we have all that going on. And then you throw in Pornhub and OnlyFans and all this stuff and just ultra sexualizing culture and reality. And hijacking our brains as men. I don't know about you guys, but I was in 5th grade when I first discovered this world of women and websites and all this stuff. I think it was Megan Fox, if I remember correctly. Do you see how deeply seated that is, though? Like, I know exactly where I was on that day in the office, in the computer, sneaking in, seeing something like, just like that chemical rush that goes through your body. Like, what is this? Holy smokes. It still has ingrained itself in my mind because that was such a pivotal moment in time when my system got hijacked, right? My nervous system got hijacked from this dopamine hit. We've got to deal with that. And then the cultural pressures of no. Men are raised to be non-emotional, and we don't show weakness, and we go work hard, and we just support everybody else, and we sacrifice. And I don't know about you, but that's what I was raised in. And you combine all of this stuff together, guys, our bodies being bombarded by chemicals and toxins. There was somebody that was talking about, oh man, if I wanted to like hijack the human body, if I wanted to disconnect the human body from God, essentially, you know what I would use? I would use aluminum. I would use fluoride. I would use 5G, EMF radiation signals, energy, and glyphosate. It's like, I would use those four things. Those would successfully, and they were breaking down like the science of what it would do to exactly hijack the body. It's like, wow, look at that. Look at that. That's what we have today. But you take all that, and again, guys, you combine it with this just sexual lust culture that is, you can't go anywhere. It's in front of us. It's on our phones. Phones in general have hijacked our dopamine centers in our nervous systems. But then you combine the corn of the OnlyFans and this lustful culture, and you put those things together, guys. It's like literally nonstop. Like, we as a human race it's like, men, in the olden days, guys, men were not exposed to this level of lust and external things that are constantly distracting us and pulling our focus away, and external. And let's throw in, like, not to say sports are a bad thing, guys, but most men, all they do is obsess over some other guy getting paid millions of dollars to do what he loves, while you live a life that you hate, doing the job that you don't love, the life that you don't love. And in the process, we're trained as men to just suck it up, and that's what men do, and push all the emotions down and numb. And I can tell you firsthand, it yields a life that isn't joyful. It yields a life that isn't satisfying. It isn't fulfilling. And we as men, we need fulfillment. We need to feel fulfilled. We need a purpose, or else all we do is chase pleasure. I would argue this is one of the more difficult times to be born into this reality as a man, because the world is constantly trying to destroy you from being your strongest version of yourself. And yeah, obviously, guys, we could talk about the times where, men are out being sent off to these crazy world wars and all that stuff. Obviously, that's a terrible time as well. But I'm talking about, like, as an environment, as a culture, as a whole, the amount of toxic things. It really does come down to one word: toxicity. In the food and the environment, the chemicals and all this stuff. In culture, the social media, the movies, the pressures that are put on it, it's all just wildly toxic. And I have just come to the conclusion that the only way to truly win in life is going to be through using semen retention to your advantage. That's where I've landed. I just don't see another way around this. Something that I don't have experience in is obviously being married to, like, a high value woman where you are both all in for each other, and that sexual exchange of that energy is a give and a take, right? So that it's, you pour into her, she pours into you. You pour into her, she pours into you. And, like, you build off of that. And listen, I do have some friends that are fortunate enough to be in those types of relationships. And I do think they are better off energetically than most other men who are out here just, like, lost and throwing their energy at everything, because at least you're getting a give and take, right? But apart from that, guys, it's like, I'm just learning, hold my energy, dude. You want to combat all of this stuff around you? You need energy. Life is an energy game. It's an energy game. The more energy you have, the easier it is to win. It's the currency of this life. And what I'm finding is this. I feel like I'm able to combat all of these things simultaneously right now, if that makes sense. All the pressures of the world, all the stuff going on, and then business and career and the body and healing up and trying to push back against this programming that is always, like, bombarding us, and then also trying to simultaneously redo the programming that was pushed on me at a young age, and, like, swap that out and heal my nervous system. I feel like, guys, all of this stuff, I'm improving in all of it at one time, at exactly the same time. And I would dare say this is the first time in my life that I've ever experienced healing and growth in every area like this all at once. And it is no coincidence that is happening when I have finally gotten on my longest streak of semen retention. I've done this for a couple of years, and the most I could typically get up to was like around 40 days. And this one just felt right, and I was able to go all in on this one. And I'm telling you, the longer that I get on this, not only is all of this stuff just continuing to improve, all this stuff that I mentioned, these toxins that are bombarding me from every area of life, it's like not only am I able to ward that off and start to improve on all those areas, but it also just feels like I'm becoming luckier. Like there are more synchronicities happening in my life. Like, oh, I could, I want to do this for the business. I want, we have an opening for a song here. It'd be fun to get this artist again. And I don't even reach out. And, like a week later, they reach out to me, making the offer, making the pitch. And I just have to stand here and say yes. You know what I mean? Things are just starting to fall into my lap like that, where it's like, oh, I didn't actually have to go out and like search and work and get the thing. I just had to show up as me. And it's hitting home this point that it's not what you do, but it's how you do it that matters the most. It's who you are being when you're doing the thing, because what matters the most at the end of the day is the frequency, because everything is energy. And the frequency is how you're going to attract the thing into your life, how you attract anything into your life. And the higher the frequency, the higher quality, I guess we could say, the life experience. And that's what I'm experiencing, guys. I'll tell you what, I genuinely feel like I have a superpower on this practice. I just do. And I know I'm still in a phase right now where my body is using so much of this energy for healing and rebuilding internally. But I can already see where this road heads. I can already see where it's leading me. It's like, dude, you realize inevitably the body's going to take care of what it needs to do, and then it moves on to the bigger and better projects, and then we start building bigger and better, and we just keep that going. It's like, where does it lead to next? What can I use this energy for next? Who can I attract next? What do I want to do next with all this energy? If I'm experiencing this awesome stuff at day 146, what's 200 look like? What's 250? What's 300 look like? For a fact, I'm going to hit a full year on this streak. Why the heck not? Why would I stop now? I'm already a third of the way in, It is a cheat code, and if you need one positive thing to take away from this video, guys, because it's kind of it can be perceived as a negative thing, like, oh wow, the world is kind of designed to destroy men, to really just weaken the masculine energy in the world, because when the masculine falls, then the energy falls, because then the feminine falls, because the feminine is vulnerable, because the masculine isn't there to protect or defend anything. It's no wonder why cultures typically, when they crumble, you see it's the men that were slowly attacked first and weakened, and then they could be taken over. It's the same reason I've heard so many guys talk about this by what am I trying to say? It's the same reason why in war countries would fly over to the other country that they're fighting and drop pornography pamphlets and stuff to get the men all in that state, because it weakens the men. This lust, this society of this culture of lust-driven men, it just weakens society as a whole. So I know that's a little bit of a negative thing, but if you need to take one thing away, guys, it's this. Men are so weak right now. The majority of men are so weak and just lost and desperate. It is easier now than ever to stand out. And all you have to do is learn to control yourself. Control your lust. If you can learn to control your lust, guys, you get to stand out as one of the 1% men of the world. I'm not talking money. I'm not talking, fame and success or anything like that. That's byproducts of it, absolutely, that comes. But energetically, guys, if you want to stand out and live your dream life and have energy to create your life, the bar is lower than ever. All you have to do is master your lust, and you can master everything in this life. And you're going to stand out, and people are going to wonder, who's that guy? Chicks are going to wonder, who's that guy? What is that? I get a different vibe from this guy. The barrier to entry is so low, guys. Yet so difficult. And I'm telling you, like 1% of men will be able to do this. At this stage in the game, like 1%. So if you're even watching this, guys, you're already on. You already got the game. You already got the alpha advice here. You're already on the right path of the 1%. Now it's just a matter of refining your strategies and really, really dialing in, learning how to control this lust. Just locking in on this. It's going to be a chain reaction. This is going to be the domino that just like knocks over all of them. Pretty soon you're going to blink and you're like, holy crap, like look at this whole room of dominoes that are down now because I started by conquering lust and conquering myself and locking in on self-control. The barrier to entry is so freaking low. Guys, take this seriously. If your life is not where you want it to be right now, take it seriously. Things will switch in your favor. They absolutely will. The universe will start to co-create to your benefit. It just will. This is how it's created. Everything is energy. The universe is an energy exchange. Creation is an energy exchange. That's how it's created. It's a currency. I've talked about it in my other videos about this whole concept of energy tokens. It's like we're in an arcade game of life and we use energy tokens to play the games that we want, to win the prizes that we want. Make sure that you're spending your energy tokens on the right games, the right things, and you're not just throwing them at stupid games, stupid machines that don't give you anything back. Don't be the guy that's out of energy tokens and is crawling stomach on the floor in the arcade, like looking under the machines, trying to find any spare tokens, asking people for spare tokens. Don't be that guy. Guys, as men, we're batteries. We recharge. This sexual energy just keeps recharging. You're only losing in life because somebody, some culture, something outside of you convinced you to not prioritize or value the energy that you hold, to not prioritize this power that you hold. That's it. Nobody at this point can stop you from taking all of your power back except you, because you're the one that's been willingly giving it up for so long. But it takes reprogramming. It takes separating yourself from these dopamine addictions. It takes you being the black sheep here. It takes you standing out, pushing back amongst the crowd, right? The whole crowd's going this way. Can you be the one person going this way? Because that's what it feels like. That's what this semen retention journey feels like. 100%. Everybody's going left. I'm going to take a right. And right has a tiny little narrow path, and I basically need like a machete to clear all the brush as I'm walking through because nobody's really walked this one. But the path that everybody else is taking is like a highway, dude. It's easy. It's effortless. But guess what? They get to the end of that, they're not going to be happy where they got to. What is that? The road is narrow, the path is narrow to heaven, but it is a highway to hell. That is a song. Isn't that interesting? Think about that. It's like, why would it say highway to hell? Maybe it's because It's easy to get there, and everybody takes it. You got to be willing to stand out and go against the, go against the stream that's coming at you guys. But if you can do that, if you can just, one other thing too that I'm realizing is I'm learning to sit in the uncomfortable. And I'm also learning that every big victory, big win for me has come from me stepping into something that was uncomfortable. And you don't get your dream life just being comfortable. You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Semen retention is constantly uncomfortable. That's why most men cannot do this. The inner tension, the inner turmoil, the emotional stress that you just want to numb and push down and just like, you don't want to have to deal with it, guys. That is the uncomfortableness that you need to be willing and excited and motivated to sit with and work through. Because if you can get comfortable sitting in that uncomfortableness, well, suddenly semen retention gets a little bit easier because you're like, oh, it's just probably always going to be uncomfortable. So I'll just accept that. There's always another level because our nervous systems, this is how I view urges, by the way, when these urges get really difficult and they come up. To me, that is a power up. That is my body, my energy pack saying, holy smokes, we got more energy? I'm not even built to hold this much. Okay, hold that energy. We're going to rework the nervous system to be able to expand to hold all of this now more comfortably. And then that happens. And then you store up that amount of energy for that amount of time and you lock and load on that. And then you get another power up and you're like, holy crap, it's uncomfortable again. I want to release this energy because my nervous system isn't wired to hold this much. So hold that thought. Let's rewire the nervous system. You experience another uncomfortable flat line for a period of time. And suddenly it's like, now my baseline is higher. And it just, guys, that keeps happening. That is reality over and over and over and over and over. And to me these days, there's nothing more unattractive than reconnecting with someone in my life that I haven't seen in a little while, and they're exactly the same. They didn't have any goals or motivations. They didn't grow. They are literally just the same person that they were back when I had seen them a while ago. They might look a little different. They might be in a different stage of life, but they are the same person. Because they couldn't get comfortable being uncomfortable and constantly growing and pushing themselves and expanding because that they just stayed the same. And that is more terrifying to me, to be honest, than any of this. To blink and 10 years go by and you're like, I didn't do anything with my life. What did I just wasted 10 years. That would be terrifying, wouldn't it? And at least the upside on this semen retention practice, guys, if you can lock in and really just kind of get used to having to deal with this stress and this inner pressure of all this uncomfortableness, well, that's going to level you up faster and faster and faster than you have ever experienced, because it genuinely feels like every 3 to 6 months, I'm becoming a bigger, better version of myself, a newer version of myself, just constantly, over and over and over and over and over. And I'm not actually having to really go do anything per se. It's this energy that I'm holding, and it's just causing a chain reaction, and I'm going with the flow. If you want to stand out in 2026, hold your sexual energy. Just watch what happens. It will freaking change the game for you. Let me know what day you're on if you made it to the end here. If you're resonating with any of this. It's day 146. I'm about to hit 150. That's super exciting. 5 months. Almost halfway to my first major goal of a year. Pretty wild. Yeah, hit me up if you have any questions. Peace, love, abundance.